tried multiple summons to withdraw from the Mechanicus facility on Avarax, and we do not know why. Captain Akran has tasked me to aid in your retrieval of the Magos biologists before the Tyranids completely engulf the mining base, causing unnecessary loss of data.
Meridian will see it done, Magos.
Atmospheric conditions are suboptimal to mission deployment and evacuation. This is as close as I can get you to the Longinus Gamma facility.
We might request additional armaments for that Trygon.
Take heed, Viridian. Trygon target acquisition vectors are unknown. Best to keep moving and stay together. Projecting a sense of tactical dominance may deter it from attacking. For now.
Here it comes. Hold formation and advance.
Trygon cannot pick us off easily here.
Change position. Maintain formation. Hurry! Close those gaps! The Trygon seeks us from below!
Specialized bioform neutralized.
Smart Xenos filth. It knows when not to strike.
Change position. Maintain formation. Trygon incoming! Hurry! Close those gaps!
Cover my reload! High priority turret eliminated. Strategic point locked.
Approaches.
We hold advantageous terrain.
Stockpile marked. Equipping fresh magazine.
lift station lies just ahead, Meridian. Considering the Trygon's presence is incidental to our objective, utilize the lift to reroute closer to Metrian's keep.
Our gratitude, Magos Gallagher, for the expedited route.
Elite level Xenos. Pacify.
I have summoned the transport unit at the request of Magos Gallagher. Remain patient. Transport will be inbound.
Perplexing. I have transmitted no authorizations.
Location security indefensible. Reposition frequently to compensate.
Transport lift status. Ceases. Begins. Ceases.
Scrutinize every movement, brothers. Converge on objective.
Rally at the lift.
We are committed to this cause. Reloading.
Metrian welcomes you to Longinus Gamma Bio Research Facility. Please do not disturb the lift. It would be a waste. I have no music to play while you descend. Use the silence to contemplate your futile, brutal existence in service to a desiccated cause.
Damaged servo skull logged into mission report.
Meridian, the servo skull is enslaved to an unknown master. I am...
Irritant signal silenced. Continue to discuss your fate amongst yourselves. It changes nothing.
Block out any distractions. Our orders stand.
A suggestion: abandon Gallio's misguided vendetta against the Magos biologists. Do you know what Gallio and Metrian achieved together in the past? Ask about Project Zeta-6 if you ever speak to him again.
Were I bothered by the servo skull's incessant taunts, I would shoot it myself. That servo skull deserves extra scrutiny, and so does whomever handled it. Once I heard of a servo skull performing songs, I thought it a jest until now.
Worried you had fallen victim to Metrian's mastery of malphonic disruptive frequencies, but now the uncomfortable sensation associated with relief cools my remaining skin. Be warned, Meridian. Metrian cannot hope to stand against you alone, so she will lie and stall in hope the Xenos swarm will devour you. Case in point, she has enslaved that servo skull as a crude mouthpiece. But give her word zero credibility for the mission's sake. And your own.
The Radiant will remain uncompromised, Magos. You partner.
Trygon has followed us.
Multiple Xenos encountered.
Status. The facility is well stocked in mining gear. Reposition melter charges to eradicate the tunnels and halt the infestation.
Brothers, locate those melter charges.
additional...
Brothers, I have a melter charge.
Melter detonation materials available.
Utilize melter tactics to negate Xenos presence.
Advance to position.
Collapse their rancid crawlways. For the Emperor! Melter charge in possession.
Packing up.
Melter charge found.
This melter charge so
Annihilate Tyranid rally points.
Sterilize these burrows of Xenos. Behold the glory of thermal purification.
Melter charge secure.
Melter charges released. Protective eye gear also available.
Seal the Xenos-infested castles with a thermal weapon.
Kill confirmed.
Melter
Major
fire
Tyranid.
core horizon.
Melter charge deployment approved. We are...
Sterilize these burrows of Xenos.
Place the melters in the high tunnels. Xenos rally point eliminated.
The abominations are burnt and buried.
Advance towards objective. Equipping fresh magazine. Ready for next thing.
Inside the facility,
I am...
you'll find Metria, cowering in her data enclave.
Galio, old friend of mine. If you missed our binaric discourses, you could have sent communication. I observe you still pathetically cling to thews of soft tissue. Remember, meat lacks efficiency, whereas metallic alloys stave off corrosion and degradation for far
To
longer.
digest your flesh has
How
been...
far you have fallen, Ignoel, that I must drag you back into the night.
Elite level Xenos. Passive up. Locked our presence.
Suddenly your foray for only so long.
Out, you damn Theranoid clone ticks.
Jump pack refuel.
Seems like overkill, Galio. You think too highly of me. These poor, inert variables shall perish here, devoured by the Tyranids. And you do not care.
Mitrian shall generator with a backup power cell. She hopes the Tyranids will annihilate you, but she underestimates the second company.
Tactical pivot. Locate generator power cell.
I beseech you, Galio. Bear witness to the summation of our divine arithmetic from long ago. Remember Project Zeta 6?
As my theorems predicted, your life vector has converged with renegade factors, and Zeta 6 was a waste of computational resources and one perfectly good box. Surrender now, and perhaps leniency can be granted. After the mind probes, of course.
You are a redundant functionary. Your Astartes shall die here, alone, in the dark.
Rounds expended. Located power cell.
Bring power to the generators.
Light and darkness. How easily flesh parts deceive their perception.
Disrupt her attempts to connect with our facilities network. HUSK will seize any opportunity to damage crucial data, which would deem this mission a failure. Do not let her connect to the cosmos.
You shall have every last thought in our heads as I said, Nicholas.
I am copies of copies, backups of backups, and I degrade not. You have already fallen.
Hold this territory.
Commencing signal disruption.
We darkened this console, brothers.
Return to Metrian's containment unit. See, Metrian, the more you thrash, the deeper you set our hooks.
These tender thoughts of Astartes' flesh have accomplished nothing, Galio. My imagination is already achieving my designs. You are fools, peasants.
Science, Metrian. Meridian, confirm possession of her quivering mass of computational gray matter.
The pulpous grey matter is in our grasp, Nicholas.
Pilot, Meridian is ready for evacuation.
Sending updated extraction coordinates to you now, Viridian.
Another alien falls to the Imperial flame.
determined to keep us.
If there is naught but weather left in our path, then so be it.
High priority Tyrigon.
Specialized bioform neutralized. Obtaining armaments. Stim cache here. Reloading. Reminder. Priority is to cover ground as quickly as possible. Xenos countermeasures successful. Governor beneath our boots. Source of threats still. Strategic point marked. Refilling magazines. Stims administered. Cover my reload. Breach once more.
I cannot land with that burrowing abomination lurking about. Deep scans have penetrated the atmospheric disturbances. And Metrium's murdering code. Trygon vulnerability data pushed to your displays.
The Imperium demands the Trygon's extermination.
On its vulnerabilities.
Xenos life forms as ordered.
Place the melters in the hive.
Specialized bioform neutralized.
Sterilize these burrows of Xenos.
Annihilate the entirety of this repugnant swarm.
Utilize melter tactics to negate Xenos presence.
Infested chasms with a thermal weaponry. Leave no unholy aberration alive, brothers.
Aggressive behavior observed. Intercepting projectiles. Fire haven alive.
Trygon kill confirmed. My congratulations, Meridian. The mission was a success, despite the odds.
Magos, can you tell us why Metrian believed she could survive the Xenos?
Ignore Metrian and the historical dataset she possesses are for Mechanicus eyes only. But rest assured, she is in trustworthy hands now. You have my gratitude for your efforts, and I shall recommend some honorifics for your service, of course. There is much to pass, much to learn, and much to reminisce about.